What do you mean?
I don't know. Just a couple of guys watching us. I just want to make sure everything was all right. We weren't doing anything wrong.
Well, this isn't a public access point.
Huh?
This isn't a public access point.
The river?
You can't. There's 198 bridges in Huron County.
Okay.
How many other ones do you go fish by?
This is the one I've always gone fishing here.
Have you ever fished on any of the others? But
No.
there's no parking here, and this is not a public access site. The public access sites are, let's see, there's Eagle Bay and Port Austin, and I think Port Hope and Grindstone, but you can't just stop on the road and just, this is not a public access point. There's no parking here, and you can't hang out here.
So you're saying you can't park out on the side of the road?
None of the township roads are allowed for parking unless they're specifically allowed.
Parking signs here, but on this side of the guardrail. On that side.
There's no parking anywhere on Pioneer Road. There's no parking on Lighthouse Road. There's no parking on Huron City Road. There's no parking on New River Road. Read the township ordinance. Or read the county ordinance. Unless it's specifically designated for parking, there's no parking. But you can't launch a boat here. You can't have a picnic here. This isn't a public access point. There's 188 other bridges. Now,
okay,
go to any one of those. I mean, you can't just hang out here.
We're not hanging out. We're fishing.
But you
we're in
can't.
the creek.
You trespass to get there, though.
So you're telling me you own everything up to the creek?
The way roads work, is that the public has an easement, and the road easement is for.
He's trying to tell me we can't park there and to get onto the creek.
You stopped me and asked me.
I did.
And,
I just wanted to know what the problem was.
You had a problem with harassing fishermen before, and I'm telling you, I'm the officer that works this area, and I know what you've been up to. You're harassing. Yeah, I'm not in uniform right now, but I am the officer.
I'm just driving along, and he pulled me over.
You're driving along harassing fishermen.
No.
Sportsmen, which is against the law.
Sorry.
Sorry, but it is.
Didn't you just drive by us here? You didn't drive by them? Or was it your buddy?
I drove.
We know exactly what this is. And they are not trespassing. You've got 30 feet from the middle of this road.
This is how I understand it.
I just wanted to ask you what the issue was.
The road, the public has an easement to use this road.
Exactly.
For road purposes.
No, it is not.
Then
what do you mean road purposes?
Well, there's a million things you can't do.
Yeah, harass sportsmen is one of them.
No, I can drive up and down my road. I'm not talking to anybody or taking any actions. I'm driving up and down my road, which I can do. And I didn't.
But I know there have been issues.
I didn't talk to you when you were fishing. You flagged me down.
Yeah, because
and asked and started
watching us. We got somebody over here watching us, and then we got another guy coming over here driving by. So we're thinking there's an issue going on here.
Well, I think what you'll find out if you check into it is that you can't fish off a bridge in Michigan.
We weren't fishing off a bridge.
And I think you'll find out you can't use the right-of-way as a boat launch as access to the river. You could check it out.
They can't park here, they can't fish here, that kind of thing.
But you were asking me for my opinion.
I was.
And I'm giving you my opinion.
So it's an opinion.
Pioneer Drive. Old bridge.
So it's just an opinion.
Well, everybody's got an opinion.
So you're just saying.
All right.
You're saying that we can't get into the creek. Your opinion. There's a difference between an opinion and a law.
The roads have easements, and easements give the right.
Roads are not easements. Roads are roads.
Every road
takes you somewhere.
Expressways, for instance, are owned. They're bought fee simple outright by the state or whoever, And that's
owned by you.
But
It's an easement.
virtually every other road is an easement. And the easement means that the public has the right to transport themselves on it, but that's all. And the land otherwise, this land is the property of the surrounding landowner, subject to an easement. Just like this power line through here, this power line right through here is subject to an easement. And Edison has an easement.
You have 30 feet from the middle of the road on each side.
That
I
is
walked right up the side of the bridge.
That's the public right of way.
Exactly. That's why I walked up the side of the bridge, and that's why your signs are right there.
But for road purposes. Now,
not for road purposes.
It's not. Don't tell me that.
No,
that's
it's
your
not.
opinion. And if you harass people, you will be charged.
What's harassing?
You're harassing people by driving up and down.
And then you got somebody watching over here.
I think a property owner can sit on his own property and watch people if he wants to.
Such thing as intimidation too.
But if what you're doing is legal and right, then there's nobody.
You got 2 law enforcement officers. Do you think we would know what's right?
The best information that I can get is that this is not a public access point. Another, for instance.
Let me ask you this: when people go hunting, where do you see them parked? On the side of the road. They have that right away.
They don't.
Yes, they do, because you have.
Here's how the parking works.
We're going to let the police officer deal with
if nobody complains, then if somebody, it's a matter of nuisance. If nobody says anything,
you're the nuisance.
You stopped me to talk to me.
Because I wanted to know what the issue was. You're driving up alongside here by them, and you got somebody else watching us.
Well, I don't know if anybody was watching you or not.
Yeah, some guy had binoculars.
Don't ask me.
He was with you. You were over there talking to him.
Well, I didn't see that. So but you shouldn't flag me down and rant on me. You were fishing. I didn't disturb your fishing. I didn't disturb your fishing.
No, you didn't.
Okay, then I didn't disturb anybody's fishing. Now, you stopped me and asked me...
I just wanted to know what the deal was.
Define the deal.
Don't you consider it odd that you're up here...
I don't consider it odd that I'm on my property.
Where is your property? This is not your property.
Well, you have an easement to be here.
No, it's not an easement. Maybe you should check your laws and understand it before you start quoting things. This is not your property. This is public property. This belongs to the state of Michigan.
An expressway is public. This actually is a township road. That up there is a state road, and they're both subject to easements.
No.
And the public has. But for instance, you can't park and camp along the side of the road.
Look at me.
A policeman would.
All right. Quote things. You need to understand what it is.
We're not having a productive conversation.
No, we're not.
Well,
then why did you start it?
Because I'm sitting here. You're driving by these guys right here, and
I drove by, and I did not interrupt or interfere with anybody's fishing, and I did not say anything to anyone.
Which is also against.
No, you're saying you're not intimidated.
Yeah,
I'm not.
When I got somebody watching me and driving by, scoping us out, wondering what we're doing.
And
that's intimidation.
That's intimidation, and that's interference.
I don't think so.
I think with this law enforcement officer.
Is he coming? Oh,
yes,
good.
He is.
I just wanted to go over and find out if we were doing something wrong.
But you started an incident by pulling me over and ragging on me.
I wanted to know if we were doing something wrong, and I.
Well, and I gave you my opinion.
Okay.
See what Officer Pelega thinks. Well, I'm going if he's not coming out.
I'll just wait here.
He hasn't asked me to stop. Hello? Oh, the guy flagged me down and is getting me into this big long conversation, and suddenly there's this big incident going on. I don't know, but I'm going to go shortly. Officer Palega is here, but he isn't asking to talk to me, so maybe I'll just go. I don't know.
We got two.
Well, we'll see what Officer Palega says. Talk to you later.
Oh, really? And to get into the creek, he said you can't walk on the property.
What's Officer Palega's opinion about that?
He's taking my story, and then he'll...
Well, we'll see what you asked me for my opinion. I did not volunteer my opinion. You stopped me and asked me.
Because obviously you had an issue with us.
No, I didn't have any issue with you, or I would have spoken to you. I had no issue with you.
Somebody watches me with binoculars.
Well, that wasn't me, and I can't answer.
And then, you were just talking to him.
Well, I have no idea.
You don't know who that is?
Regardless, I didn't see anybody watching you. Hello, Officer Palega.
What's the problem there?
There's no problem. Ask him. I'm driving along, and
You got a problem with him walking in and going down the
he asked me my opinion. I drove down here.
Opinion?
He stepped out and waved me down.
What's your opinion?
What's your opinion?
My opinion?
What is
you don't have...
is it legal to park on Pioneer Road?
Heck yes. Why not?
Well, that doesn't
my opinion.
The township ordinance is that parking is not allowed and on any township.
I see.
I'm a township officer. There's no such ordinance.
There you go.
The township zoning ordinance is online. Go read it. It's hurontownship.org.
It's not here in Township.
Yes, it is.
This is Port Austin Township.
No, Port Austin Township starts that way several hundred yards. This is Huron Township, and the township ordinance is that there's no parking on any township road unless it's specifically allowed. So this is all no parking. Second question, opinion for you is this a public access site? There are
It's a road here.
There's 100
Pioneer Road. It's on the map.
And that's not an answer. Is this a public? Is it legal for anyone to come here, launch a boat, fish off the bridge? Is that legal?
Well, you asked two questions there. Launching a boat is different.
I don't know.
This is not.
He asked me for these opinions. I didn't start a conversation with him.
No, you went up to him apparently and says he couldn't go down here.
No, I didn't. He came up to me.
Mark confronted him
I
because
asked
he
him what
keeps
the problem
doing
was
this.
because somebody was watching me over here and somebody else was driving by.
Well, that wasn't me.
I
So
was like, what's the issue? Is there a problem here?
Well,
then he gave me, well, you can't really. That's when he said you can't walk on the property to go down to the creek.
That's how I understand it.
And
That's
you can't
what
park
you
right
said?
there. That's what he told me.
That's what he asked me for my opinion, and
Oh, but you have no right, sir.
I have a right to give my
No.
opinion.
No, see, you're out of the loop here now, so, you know.
Well, tell him to mind his own business then.
Stop watching me.
I'm not watching you. You flagged me down. and started a conversation with me.
Fishermen and sportsmen.
Well, she's saying that, but I'm on my own property, minding my own business.
No, you're not. This isn't your property.
This is a road right away. This isn't your property.
The public has an easement.
Do you want me to cite you for angler harassment, sir?
Where's the angle?
Where's because you told this man he couldn't go down and fish.
I didn't walk up to him and ask him. He walked up to me and asked me.
Yeah, what your problem is.
What's my problem? What's your problem?
You've got a problem with fishermen.
Right. Apparently you don't like what's going on here. That's obvious.
Well, is my opinion important?
Here you go with your opinion.
But what? Now you're saying
we
my...
got the cameras rolling here? I'm sure we do, baby. He's got a camera on him. Be careful. Don't worry.
You know
there's a game here.
People say stuff about you that isn't true, and you need to protect yourself.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's been quite a bit of that, and there's no parking. There's no parking on Pioneer Road.
It's okay for somebody to be out in the woods with binoculars. Where is this car?
He's gone. He took off that way.
He's gone.
Somebody took a bike again. I thought
Well, the owners are around on their own property, and that shouldn't offend you. And if you're not doing anything wrong, what are you worried about? What are you worried about?
It's harassment.
I don't think so. If you pull me over and engage me in a conversation, and then say I'm harassing you,
well,
come on.
Normal people don't walk around with a camera on their helmet. So obviously
no, it's called a helmet cam, and thousands of people do that.
Obviously, you've got an issue. If you were out just enjoying a motorcycle ride or dirt bike ride, that'd be a different issue. Most people don't walk around with a helmet on.
Actually, helmet camera is a very common thing.
Really?
Yes.
If you're skydiving.
No, people, motorcycle riders.
Oh, okay.
Go on YouTube and look for helmet cam, and you'll find thousands of videos. Normally, I use it to map my trail rides. But if somebody wants to talk to me, I might turn it on.
Oh.
Well, what's the problem?
Yeah, obviously.
This is a public road easement, and you have the right to pass back and forth. And if Officer Palega says you have the right to park here and to go down in the water, I'm not going to stand here and dispute it.
I don't understand. I mean, you've been going through this for the last forever out here, and you should know what's going on here.
Well,
don't well me this.
The best word I got.
Don't well me this. You know better.
Last year I I called the RAP line, and they told me that fishing off a bridge was trespassing.
You know what? If I'm you,
you own the bridge.
No, fishing off a.
Own this bridge. Listen here. If I'm you, I'm getting on that scooter and I'm scooting out of here. Because you know what? If these people want me to start writing a ticket here for angler harassment, I may do that. And then you know what? You can tell the judge that your buddy was in the
Well, that
woods
takes care of that. I'm out of here.
I don't care. Oh. Well, you know what? I'm on the candy camera.
Can I go, sir?
Hey, don't follow me to my car.
No, can I go, sir?
What's that?
May I go, please?
Well, hold on a second. I want to make a decision here in a minute. give his opinion yet, but he knows better. This man's gone to court on this before. He knows what's going on. He has no right. His brother's out there in the woods. I mean, that's just baloney. I mean...
He pulled me over and asked me for my opinion. I did not offer him my opinion.
All the kids, there's a whole
I didn't
grandkids who are now gone because they're out having a family outing and they're being harassed by some...
Nobody talked to anybody. Nobody... I haven't...
They were on this side of the bridge here, and not only did he didn't ride on the opposite side. He comes along right beside him.
And getting their
Who are you talking about?
Getting their
his
picture
camera.
on his camera.
Well, how do you know it's on?
Oh, come
Really?
on now.
You're not normal.
Shirley.
Not normal. I'm
Sure.
putzing around on my own property.
Shirley, so
and
that's
I
fine.
think you're the only one in Huron County that rides a motorcycle with a helmet on, taking pictures of kids fishing. There's something wrong in the head with that.
who said I took any pictures of any kids fishing?
Obviously. You're not even taking your helmet off.
Yeah, you're protecting yourself. You got me on camera. Take it to court.
Got something to
You
hide.
want to take it to court? Do you want to take this to court?
No.
How close up do you want this? Huh?
Don't touch
Do you
me,
want it
please.
to go to court?
Don't touch me,
I think you
please.
should write it.